So you've got this gorgeous new TV. The picture is incredible. But if you're still using the speakers that came with it, you're really only getting half the experience. Today, we're going to fix that. We'll break down everything you need to know about home theater audio so your sound can finally live up to that amazing picture. You know the feeling, right? You settle in for a movie and you're constantly grabbing for the remote, turning the volume up, just so you can make out what the characters are actually saying. And then, the moment an action scene hits, boom! Suddenly the explosions and the music are so loud they're rattling the windows. You're stuck in this constant battle, riding the volume button up and down the whole night. It's frustrating. So, what's really going on here? Well, it all comes down to physics, really. These new TVs are incredibly thin, which looks fantastic on the wall, but it leaves basically zero room for good speakers. The ones they cram in there are tiny, they're weak, and a lot of the time, they're pointing down or even backwards, firing the sound away from your ears. The answer is to step outside your TV's built-in audio and enter the amazing world of surround sound. And look, this isn't just about making things louder. It's about changing the experience from simply hearing a movie to truly feeling it, creating this three-dimensional world of sound that puts you right in the middle of everything. All right, so the key to understanding all this is a really simple concept, the audio channel. Think of it this way. One channel is just one single stream of sound that goes to one single speaker. The more channels you have, the more places you can put sound, creating a way more immersive experience. So, the first big step up from your TV is what's called a 2.1 system. The 2 means you get 2 speakers, one for the left and one for the right. Right away, that gives you this wide, clear stereo soundstage. But the 0.1, that's where the real fun starts. That 0.1 is the subwoofer. This is a special speaker that has only one job, to handle all those deep, low-frequency sounds. We're talking about the rumble of an engine, the impact of an explosion, the thud of a dinosaur's footstep. It's the sound you don't just hear, you feel it. Now, if you want that real movie theater feeling, you gotta look at 5.1. This is kind of the gold standard, and it directly fixes that dialogue problem we mentioned. How? It adds a dedicated center channel speaker right below your TV that's almost entirely focused on dialogue, so it's always crystal clear. Then it adds 2 speakers behind you for surround effects. And just like that, you're not just watching the car chase, you're in the car chase. And if you want to take things even further, well, that's 7.1. It adds 2 more speakers, usually to your sides. What this does is it fills in the gaps between the front and back, creating this complete, seamless 360-degree bubble of sound. Now, a spaceship can fly from over your shoulder, past your ear, and onto the screen without you ever losing it. It's incredible. Okay, you get it. More speakers means better, more immersive sound. But what does that actually look like when you go to buy something? Let's talk about the main ways you can actually upgrade your setup at home. At the highest level, you're really looking at 2 different philosophies. On one side, you have the soundbar. It's all about simplicity, convenience, and just getting a huge immediate upgrade. On the other side, you have a component system. That path is all about total control, flexibility, and squeezing out every single last drop of audio performance. So those 2 approaches give us 3 main paths. First up is the soundbar. It's a single bar that sits under your TV, and it's by far the simplest way to get a massive upgrade. Then there's the home theater in a box, or HTIB. This is a great middle ground. It gives you a full 5.1 surround system, all in one convenient package. And finally, for the true audio fans, you have the component system. That's where you pick out every single piece yourself, the speakers, the receiver, the sub, for the absolute best, most customized quality. Now, if you go with a component system or even an HTIB, you're gonna meet this guy, the AV receiver. Honestly, just think of it as the brain of your entire operation. It's like a traffic cop. You plug your Xbox, your Apple TV, everything into it. It grabs the audio, decodes the surround sound magic, sends the right amount of power to each specific speaker, and then passes the clean video signal right onto your TV. It runs the whole show. So, with all these choices, how in the world do you pick the right one? Well, it's not about what's best in a vacuum. It's about finding the perfect match for your space, your budget, and most importantly, what you really want to get out of your movie nights. And listen, let's be super clear. Every single one of these steps is a huge leap in quality. Your TV speakers, that's the baseline. A soundbar gives you a massive boost in clarity and power. But making the jump to a real 5.1 surround system, that is a completely different universe of immersion. It really is the difference between just watching a film and feeling like you're in it. Let's just break it down nice and simple. If your priority is keeping things easy, clean, and you're maybe in a smaller space, like an apartment, a soundbar is your best friend, no question. If you want that true surround experience, but you want it all in one box without a ton of guesswork, an HDIB is that perfect sweet spot. But if you want the absolute best sound possible and the freedom to tweak and upgrade things over time, building a component system is, without a doubt, the most rewarding journey. So let's bring this all home. Investing in your sound system isn't just about specs or speaker counts. It's about fundamentally transforming the way you connect with the shows, movies, and games that you already love. I mean, this says it all, doesn't it? Bad audio makes you a spectator. You're just watching something happen on a screen. But great audio, it pulls you through the screen. It puts you in the driver's seat during the car chase. It puts you at the table during that tense family dinner. It puts you on the battlefield when everything is exploding. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. When you can finally hear every tiny detail, every creak of a floorboard, every whisper in a quiet scene, every subtle note in the score, exactly as the artists who made it intended, it changes everything. What stories will you hear differently?